as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Racing through the streets and through the hills as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Streaming live we turn on us, so yes.
Sisa?
Testing?
Ja,
Testing?
ja,
All right, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So that, folks, again, a pleasant good night to all our cycling fans and supporters. Welcome to the
136th edition of As the Wheel Turns. Guys, where the rain is upon us, but the tarmac is heating up outside with all the cycling action. I know this man's been super busy.
Busy.
All weekend.
I have some good news for some fans too, though.
Well, that's good. And not only locally, but internationally.
The Tour de France, the start.
Officially went Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
Excellent, guys, excellent. So a big show tonight. We have a lot to talk about, Andrew.
Yep.
We have our special guest from, again, from last week, Mr. Steven Bissett will be joining us remotely again.
Okay.
From Florida, discussing the Nationals. Lots of stuff tonight, so it should be fun, and of course, your fantastic giveaways.
Exactly. George, I think you called today and said what your computer blew up to smithereens. Your what call it, CPU.
Yeah, the computer usually did a show with gone, not gone in completely, but one main part I gone in, so with it on the laptop. That's how we get it out of issue just now.
Yeah. So
I have to refresh it.
yeah. So as George mentioned, the computer we use for the show, some components might flunk out, and so it's we just use the laptop, right? So,
Yeah.
but we can't stop the show. We have to continue, right? Regardless, yeah. But
Absolutely.
we want to thank each and everyone who joined us tonight. We want to give thanks and praises to the Lord for another beautiful day here in beautiful Barrel Boom.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just before we get on, we have condolences.
Yes.
We understand this morning the passing of Mr. Tony Leslie, the owner of Leslie's Imports. He's an icon in Belize because he contributed so much to sports. I think I spoke to his brother. He sponsored Barrel football team. I think Yabra, Verdes, and so I remember all the rest of the teams. They say my text, I don't remember, but I'm so busy.
Sure.
But Mr. Leslie not only did that. Mr. Leslie, I know personally that he pays. I mean, I got the word that he actually pay for kids to go through college, and he support people, by giving them groceries. So many things that he have done, Mr. Leslie. So, a great man. He will be surely missed. And if anybody knows, he is the father of the past president of the Cycling Federation, Mr. JION Leslie. So JION, we want to send condolences from as the Endurance Bike Shop family and as a Wheel Turns crew. We know the loss of anyone, and a father, a loved one, it's tough. So
yeah, absolutely, Andrea. As you quite said, Mr. Leslie is an icon, a legend here in Belize, and was very well loved not only by his family but by everyone who crossed paths with him. He has definitely, as his son wrote on Facebook today, definitely left his mark on his community, by his generosity, and also he was a pioneer in the distribution business as well. So Dion is definitely our friend. Charles is definitely our friend, and the entire Leslie family. I see Charles Jr. on a weekly basis, riding with us. So we would like to say a very heartfelt condolence to the entire Leslie family, and that's of course coming from the Wheel Turn family. So
you want to show his picture, George? So for who don't know who Mr.
Oh,
straight already. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
Mr.
straight
Leslie. The man look like he on the beach. He left us with a lot of memories. So rest in peace, Mr. Leslie, until we meet again. Yesterday made 1 year to that my brother-in-law Frank Watler from the Cayman Islands had passed 1 year ago. Yesterday made to my sister again. Sorry for your loss. But he left out a lot of great memories also. One of the coolest brother-in-law I have ever. Coolest brother-in-law I have ever met. He just left us a year ago, but 1 year, and may he continue to sleep in peace.
Andre, the certainty about life is death. Is not. That's a crazy thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's kind of what happens in between, because we know that we were born and we know that we're gonna leave.
Exactly.
But it's the kind of thing that happens, and we talk about this all the time. That you want to continue sharing love. You want to be a positive influence. You want people to remember you fondly, and not only that, but kind of unless your life revolves around what you can give back to others than what you can do for yourself. I mean, it's meaningless, right? And these individuals that we talk about will be greatly missed because of those characteristics that they had.
Yep. So just move on to the birthday greetings. Of course, we want to big up Mr. Kevin Logan providing the food tonight, and we want to big up Ashton Clothing providing some attires. Let's move on to birthday greetings. Why? I want to big up Derek Hyde out of California, who is visiting Belize. Happy birthday. His birthday was a few days ago, and his beautiful wife birthday is coming up. My cousin is coming up on Monday. Tracy McNabb Hyde.
Birthday.
Yeah. Also, I say Sean Cad celebrated his birthday. Sean Cad.
Yes.
Sean Cad, the cyclist, celebrated his birthday.
Sean, we hope to see you back on the bike soon, hopefully.
Yeah. By D, and also I took a break Tuesday, and my same cousin Tracy and Derek, along with Oscar and his family, we went out to the Keys. We went to Sandbar, and after we got to Kikaka, we had a full day. So
nice.
I tell the guys here, what, on a run shop, and take off, and I had a whole day of fun. So I enjoyed myself.
I'm happy for you.
But you watch me, I say, Andrew, what do you think about bike shop? Boy, I left bike shop alone. But I want to thank the family now, and of course, my beautiful wife. And the good news I have, Sunday, me and my wife celebrate 40 years of marriage. Sunday, the 30th of June.
Yeah.
Now, remember I mentioned no live streaming, nothing at all. But we are taking off for Sagnasso Saturday afternoon. We spend the night there, go and have a nice dinner, and I wake up early in the morning. And she gave me the green light that, you can do your streaming. So
I knew it would have been worked in there somehow.
Yeah. So
you're too dedicated.
Yeah. So I spoke to the president of the Cycling Federation, Mr. Glenn Flowers, and I said, see how you could do it. And he said, I'm not able to do the entire race, but I want to try to catch as much as possible for fans.
Yeah. Plus, I believe you'll lose some signal through the
exactly that's what he did.
as well, right?
He did mention that you have some spot that they'll drop, but he said you want to catch the gap.
Yeah, that should be exciting.
Yep. So so we'll see what Mr. Glenn and the Cycling Federation work out.
I was planning on doing that race as just solo training, but unfortunately something else came up Sunday, another obligation. So. Yeah, it's not big on my agenda. The nationals is never something that I focus on. But especially this course.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is for the definitely for the the guys that want to challenge themselves. But it should be fun. It should be fun. You know, we'll talk about it more in the show.
Yeah. So fans, please give my beautiful wife a big thank you.
Yes, Miss Debs.
Ring the bell,
Yes,
man. Ring the
Miss
bell.
Debs. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it for birthday greetings.
With those greetings, Andrew, I'd like to say a big welcome to a couple of individuals I met this morning at the guns race. Alain, who is Mateo Cruz's son-in-law, he's visiting, spending a few weeks here in Belize. And every time he comes to Belize, he's out there, you know, supporting the guns race, always giving back. I saw he had a bag with some prizes and stuff like that. So thank you, Elaine, for supporting cycling here in Belize, and thank you for showing up always. And then there's a gentleman who traveled all the way from Japan.
Yes, Mr. Darwin Richardson.
Darwin Richardson,
Yep,
yes,
yep.
yes. First time I met him, and fantastic young man, and we chatted a little bit this morning. He said he's gonna come up to Boom and visit Boom. He's got some friends up here, so we want to welcome them. And you know, they took the time out of their schedule and things that they have to do to get up early in the morning to come to a 5:30 event just to kind of see us race. And I just wanted to welcome those guys to Belize, and hopefully they'll have a good time.
Yes, man. You visit my bike shop.
Yeah, that's what
he
he said.
he was
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
bike shop. You know,
Nice.
like I said. So the Jacksonville supporter was at the bike shop too. Yeah. So.
But that's funny. Elstan was saying, right? He's like, last week I think one of the comments was like, "Hey, if you're gonna Belize, you have to go to the bike shop."
Yeah.
That's part of the routine. Right?
Yeah, the one
if
for
you
my-
follow cycling,
If you follow cycling,
right,
yep,
right,
that's a part of it.
yeah.
Yeah. And the man said they enjoy it because they hear all the taps, the cycles, and they pour in, and you know they enjoy the chat amongst themselves.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
Good time.
Yeah, Dee, so we had quite a number of races to report on.
We did, absolutely. Where do you want to start?
Last week Saturday, Mr. Guns had, because remember I never had
Yes.
Thursday or Friday, and he had the one Saturday.
Correct. So we have the results for that. George will put that up.
I got it one way gets in the group.
Hmm?
Or that the one we get in.
Yeah, that's the one where the young man won. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can bring it up. So now this one, just a minute. That whole one, just a minute, guys. Got it on the laptop, so I can't find it as.
Yeah, let's take
Okay,
your time.
yeah. So folks, after the only judging behind the scenes
Yeah.
tonight, Lex
But-
busy.
But we'll.
This right, that's all right.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that right there. That this
No,
morning.
that's-
That this morning.
yeah.
That this morning. That this
so
morning.
I never did get the next one.
Okay, well we've got him here.
Yeah.
Worry about. So it was a E and B race only, and when the dust settled, Mr. Alvanil won the race. Second was Philton Butler. Third was Greville Young. Fourth was Wayne Moses, and fifth was George Abraham Jr. That was the overall. B, Greville Young double dipped in that category, and he was first for the B category. Warren Cowie was second, and then Alex Pratt, aka Red Bull, being third. Some station prize winner, D Wade, Greville, Smokes Gladden in that race.
Yeah.
So that was the race from Saturday that was postponed from Thursday, from the week of Thursday race.
Right.
So those are your winners. And
Then,
then
Sunday I covered a race by the name of Platinum Players Club.
correct.
A nice race about what 48 miles?
No, it's only 38 miles
Only
actually.
38 miles,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
actually I feel like it's longer than that.
Yeah, I felt like it was going to be longer too, but it was
Yeah.
like 38 miles was what
Yeah.
the Garmin said.
Okay, and
So it was-
they had three categories. In the C category, I had Barney Brown was first, Santi the Chief was second, and Mr. Isaac Willesey was third. In the B category, first was Warren Cowie, second was Floyd Patch Williams, and third was Roque Matos.
Yeah, shout out to Floyd Williams.
Yes,
Nice ride by Floyd Williams with a late attack. He almost won the race actually.
Yeah.
Almost won the B category.
B
that is.
category, okay.
Warren just kind of passed him close to the line, but that was a nice attack there by Floyd to secure that podium position.
And in the A category, Bob Gabriel first, second Stephen Jenkins, aka the Mike Man, and third was Tariq Flowers. Was a very exciting race. Yeah, actually I saw you look like you make a dive in a mud.
Yes,
you hit
yes,
the pavement, right?
yes. I can't blame anyone. It was my fault. I just lapse of judgment there and attention for 1 second, and that's the thing with bicycle racing, right? You have to be locked in.
Right.
And you know, we had some obstacle on the road, and I ran over the obstacle and lost control, went over my handlebar. Thankfully, I was the only one that went down, and I was able to get up, get back in the peloton, and still, I still won 4 out of 5 station prizes. So
Okay.
it was and solid. I was in a nice move towards the end there, but as always, the corporation was not the best, right?
Yeah. So, I saw Mr. Will too. Mr. Will was banged up too. Yeah.
Mr. Will went down. You had Roger Marston.
Went down,
they went down as well. So yeah, you had a couple of guys that got flat. So it was a challenging race, but it was a fun race. It was a very you know what? Although I went down, thankfully the only thing I had a little scrape on my knee, but I was right. I didn't affect my training schedule at all. I was right back on the bike Tuesday, but although I went down, I had a lot of fun in the race. Like it was a nice race. It was well organized, and I wanted to say thanks to Michael Ortiz and the Platinum crew. They did a really nice job. Everything was well organized. Didn't have to wait around too long for the prizes. The prizes was good prizes for a race that they basically just threw the race together, right?
Yep.
No, not a whole lot of planning. So you know, hopefully he said he'll do it on an annual basis. But I just wanted to shout those guys out. And in a category, Bob rode a heck of a race.
Bob got a tip.
Yes, and that's not usually his style. So it kind of took me by surprise because you know I was following the move, and I said, you know what, they'll slow down and then they'll come back together. But I talked to him afterwards, like Bob. He said he looked back and no one was there. He just went. Yeah, he rode a hell of a race. I think he had a little chip on his shoulder from the TT.
Yeah, because most of the time he was in time trial mode. I mean, you know, the tuck-in position.
I think he probably would have preferred a longer TT than the 10 miles. He said after 10 miles he was just warming up. And it shows, right?
Yep.
But yeah, heck of a race by Bob. You know, Bob's always a guy that comes out and he's, I mean, you know, if you want to be around, you got to follow Bob. You know, and that's what Steven, the Mike Man Jorgensen did. He made a nice move and he went with Bob and he survived all the way. So Mike Man's been riding really well. Shout out to him. He's been putting in the work and it shows. So congratulations. He's fairly young on the bike. Hasn't been riding for a long time. Not as experienced as the other guys, but you know, if he keeps it up and keep a good attitude, he'll definitely be a force to reckon with in the future. So. Those guys, congratulations, and Tyreek. You know, I don't think they rode the best race considering how many guys they had in that chase group, but they came away with a podium spot, so you can't argue that. So congratulations to Running Rebels as well.
Awesome.
Yep.
So I don't know if you want to touch upon the time trial or you want to touch upon Mr. Guns race this one and then get back to the time trial.
Yep. So why don't we do the Mr. Guns race?
Okay.
And then we take a break.
And then
come back with this.
Okay, and talk about the TT.
Talk about the TT.
Perfect.
How that sounds.
That sounds great.
All right, perfect, cool. So the race this morning was the regular Guns Thursday race. Luckily,
open. It was an open race this time. Right?
Yes, it was open race, regular open race, and no rain, perfect conditions. 23-mile race. We averaged just under 25 miles an hour. It was flying. You know, those are kinds of races I like. You know, the week before that it was less than 22 miles an hour we averaged, which was, you know, one of the slower races. You know, I don't like racing at that speed. I might as well just go on and motor pace or do a hard ride. But today, definitely got a good workout. I was trying to stay in the front as much as possible. But it came down to a late solo move by Eric Trapp. This guy is phenomenal. You know, Eric is amazing. Eric was off the won the under 23 TT and was actually the third best time in the TT Nationals, right? And he was off the bike completely. Came back, was riding for a couple of days, went out there and he did his thing. And today again, he was definitely the best rider out there. He was aggressive from the start, and he with a late move he went solo. He probably ran a good 5-6 miles by himself, and came in a few seconds behind us. We had a little break there from the main peloton, and the sprint for second was Goran Gabriel. Third was the impressive youngster Jaheim Lewis.
Right.
Yes, I was talking to Jaheim after the race, and I said something that you probably noticed as well. In the open races, when he rides with elites, he's very aggressive and he rides well. But when he's riding with his peers, it seems like he's not as aggressive. And I talked about that, and he said it's just a different style of racing the younger guys have, and he enjoy racing more with the senior guys. But he's a kid that has a bright future, Jaheim Lewis. He's going to be fantastic. He's fast. For his size, he always amazes me. So he was third. Fourth, another youngster who's always around and doing a nice job is Devin Major. So we've got a nice young crop that's coming up. Devin Major, Jaheim, JLN. You have Keith Enright and all those guys. And then Philco with a late move took away my first A prize. Philco. I'll get you back, Philco. But Philco came across from the back group that he was in, and I didn't know he was there. That's the thing, right? So he was behind me, and by the time I took off, he did the right thing and passed me, and he was first A. So again, overall was Eric Trapp. Second was Goran Gabriel. Third, Jaheim Lewis. Fourth, Devin Major. And fifth was Philip Leslie. First A, Philip Leslie. And the all consistent, leave me alone, Kenneth Butler was first B. Nice job, Kenneth Butler. He beat a lot of solid guys. Rounding off the junior podium, Jaheim, double dip, of course. First in the junior, third overall. Second was, who also double dip, second was Devin Major, fourth and second in the junior. And Keith Enright, who was seventh overall and third junior. So nice job there by those guys. The top 10 in that race was, again, first Eric Trapp, Goran Gabriel second, Jaheim Lewis third, fourth Devin Major, Philip Leslie sixth, Athlete Lozano, who is coming back strong on the bike from a little layoff there after coming back from Honduras. He's riding really well. Keith Enright 7th, Dwayne Wade 8th, 9th was Siobhan Flores. He's the son of Francisco de Animal Flores. And 10th, Kenneth Butler. So that rounded off the top 10. I kind of wanted to say something, and I wanted to hear your take on this. Eric Trump. He's been a talent that I've been amazed with for a long time. I think Eric has the world of potential.
He does.
And when he was young, like 16 years old, and I've been watching him race from like 16 with when he came out with the Jason cycling team from Orange Walk, racing with Henry Lee and them, right? But I always thought, like, if he was able to get into a program from that age, like a program, international program somewhere, he's the one guy that I really think that could actually have like a really solid pro career is what I think. But I think there's some issues there, with maturity perhaps, and just maybe he has different responsibilities and things of that nature. But his body structure, right?
Made for cycling.
And the way he rides his bike, and he sits on his bike and he pedals his bike. Talk a little bit, because I know you've been watching the same. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, I know I know Eric from a toddler, because his dad bring around. So when I finally see on the road on a mountain bike, and I asked, who this young man? And I said, this is Eric. And I said, wait, this is Lee bad boy with the skunk in the bike shop? And he said, yes. Yeah. But I saw him rode from Belize to La Democracia and back with no battles on a heavy mountain bike. And I say, riders on race a bike, they get pop off, and this young man said, and that tell me right away, this young man have a lot of talent. And you remember the cross country he won, Baby Chav, he blew away Baby Chav, and watch about Baby Chav there. So if he had continued on his career, so yes, Eric. But like with everything, I guess he lost a bit of interest because he probably not may get the
Yeah, like yeah, exactly. So whatever it is, the circumstances are. But I just kind of wanted to see because obviously you know them better than me.
Right.
But when I saw him, and that's one thing that I've kind of been blessed with is picking out talent, and I think that kid, if someone had seen him, had the resources, was able to get him from an early age and just basically put him into a program with other kids like himself. I think, honestly, I mean, I would, like, Eric is like a Seth Cruz or someone like that,
So let me let you know something. His dad, Charles, his dad he used to race mountain bike and he won almost all the mountain bike races. I mean, Charles was extremely awesome when he comes. So he come from good genes. He came from good genes.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to have that kind of talent. But, yeah, I mean, just... Like I said, I was amazed by his body composition, and then just when I see him pedaling the bike, and this is like going back the first time I saw him, I was like, this kid potential is amazing, So, but like I said, he came back and he won the U23 individual time trials, so he's definitely back on the right path, and he's still fairly young. He's probably 21 or something like that.
Yeah. I think he got third overall.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, third overall, and then. Best U23 time. So, I'd love to see him maybe stick to it for a couple of years. I think he's definitely a cross-country champion if he takes it seriously and commit for like 2 years. I would think so. So.
Here, Eric.
Yeah, let's see. The pressure is on you, Eric. But nice job this morning. Yeah. Keep up the good work, brother, and we'll root for you, man.
Yeah. So, Deep, just before we take a break. So this weekend coming up is the Road National Champion, and I don't think Corozal have a race, but I don't know if that this weekend or next weekend.
It's the 14th.
Oh, it's the 14th. Okay. I know Corozal have a nice race the 14th.
Yeah. But then the Weekend Warrior Club is having a King of the Hills.
Oh, King of the Hills too. Oh my!
Well.
So that buy too much race.
I know, right? So I commented on that on the Corozal race. Perhaps maybe I don't know if they could move the date if they're flexible, but it would be nice if some of those guys come in and do the King of the Hills, right?
All right, okay.
But we'll see.
Yeah. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we dive deep into the TT.
Yes, we're coming back with our guest Stephen Bissett, and we'll talk about the TT finals, and then we'll talk about the national road races as well, right?
Okay.
Perfect. Sounds good.
So folks, we take a break and we return shortly.
This is a Soul Fire production. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with her donor. So yes. I sit and watch as the wheel turns. My bike is where I get my thrill. Up and down, riding through the hills. I have no fear as I climb and change my gear. Through the valley so steep, now we on the street. Yeah. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with her donor. So yes.
Good night again, viewers. Welcome back to the 136th edition of as the wheels turn from beautiful Coral Boom.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Thank you, Andrew. So this segment will happen to reviewing the nationals. As you guys quite know, these last 2 weeks have been the nationals in Belize, with Sunday being the individual time trial that was completed on the John Smith Road, where the elites under 23 and masters did the 10-mile course, and the juniors, female youth, they did 5 miles, I believe. And then coming up this Sunday will be the road race from City River to San Ignacio for a total of around 115 miles, I believe, or 110.
Somebody tell me 90. I think I thought I asked Oscar. He said it's supposed to be 90 miles.
Was it?
I'm not sure of the details.
All right, so we need confirmation on that. But so you were out there covering the TT.
Yes,
right?
I did.
So let's get our guest here on the phone, Stephen Bissett, who is going to chat a little bit more about the.
Yeah.
Good night, Steve.
Good night, Dee. Good night, Andrew, and good night to the wheels turn.
Good night, Biss.
Yes, Biss. Before we start conducting the interview, let's do a quick audio check.
Sure.
George.
Okay, yeah, clear. I think the audience can hear.
Audience can hear as well. Okay, perfect.
Because the audience put on thumbs up or
Yeah.
one and a.
All right, perfect, guys. Out there in viewer land, let us know if the audio is coming out clear, because Mr. Bissett is in Florida and we are here in Coral Boom and we're doing a conference call. Steve, thank you again for making time to join us. I know we're bringing you on representing the CFB in your capacity as the public relations guy. We had the individual time trials this past weekend on Sunday, and we have some results which you'll share with the public, and talk a little bit more about the process and perhaps some of the things that you deem went well, some of the things that perhaps we can maybe improve on. Good night again, Steve.
Good night. Yes, guys. We had the individual time trials that took place last week Sunday on the John Smith Road. I want to say congratulations to all the winners and a big thank you to all of the participants, and a special thank you to all the official policemen and volunteers that supported the race. And as usual, the greatest thanks goes to the fans that make cycling in Belize so great, no? What I can do for you guys is just give you a little rundown, or if y'all want to do each category by itself, we can do it that way. I don't know which way you would prefer. So you all tell me what you want to do.
Perhaps this what we do is let's do the category, the winners, the three positions that were awarded in each category,
Okay.
and then let's do the after that we'll do an overall best time for the
Okay.
for the elites and
Okay, so-
yeah.
So let's start with the male junior. They did a 5-mile course, and the winner was JION with a time of 11 minutes and 47 seconds. Second was Enan Valerio with a time of 12 minutes and 17 seconds. Third was Tyler Tejeda with a time of 12 minutes 35 seconds. So the gold medal and the winning jersey goes to JION Briseño. The silver medal goes to Enan Valerio, and the bronze medal goes to Tyler Taheda. That was the male junior. Male elite goes, the winner was Corey Williams in a time of 20 minutes, and this was the 10-mile course. Second place, or silver medal winner, was Oscar Quiroz with a time of 21 minutes and 22 seconds. And the bronze medal went to Carlton Robinson with a time of 22 minutes and 55 seconds. Then we go to the male masters. The winner was Mr. Robert Stewart with a time of 22 minutes and 40 seconds. The silver medal went to Kent Gabriel with a time of 23 minutes and 21 seconds. And third place, or bronze medal, went to Byron Pope with a time of 23 minutes and 25 seconds. The under 23, Eric Trapp was your gold medal winner with a time of 21 minutes and 36 seconds. Javen Gonzalez was the silver medal winner with a time of 21 minutes and 54 seconds. And Gorian Gabriel was your bronze medal winner with a time of 22 minutes and 1 second. And then we move on to the female category. The women's master was Kaya Katus. She did 13 minutes and 54 seconds. The youth, she was the gold medal because she was the only person that participated in that category. Then we go on to the youth, and there was only one participant in that category too, Irene Bucky, and she did a time of 15 minutes and 49 seconds.
No.
Then we move on.
One second, Bis.
No, I think 4 young ladies take part in that this. We had Chelsea Gillett. We had
No. But Andrew, they all
Different categories.
participated in different categories.
Oh, me all right,
Yeah.
good, thanks. Yeah, all right, yeah, go ahead, Miss.
Right, so that's where the gold medal for the youth was Irene Bucky with 15 minutes and 49 seconds.
Okay.
Second place was Ariel Gordon with 16 minutes and 11 seconds. Third place was Chelsea Gillett with 16 minutes and 18 seconds. And then there was another participant, like Andrew said, there was 4 girls that participated. However, Irene Bucky took the gold, Miss Gordon took the silver, and Miss Gillett took the bronze. And the other participant that we will give credit to was Miss Kesty Castillo, and her time was 17 minutes and 55 seconds. And then we had one junior rider, Miss Maya Bennett. She won the gold medal in that category. Okay? And she did 39 minutes and 18 seconds, and she ended up doing the 10-mile course because that is the distance for the juniors. Okay? All the other females did the 5-mile course. All right, so that's the results from the annual national individual time trial.
Perfect. Bis, do you have the times for the top 5 overall, regardless of category? Do we have the best times? I know Corey was 20 minutes. It sounds like Oscar was second at 21:22. And it sounds like perhaps Eric Trapp.
Let's do this just to make people understand that we are doing first, if we do the 5-mile course, which would have been for juniors, right? Mm-hmm. The best time was done by Jalen Briseño of 11:47. The second best time was 12:17 by Inan Valera, and the third best time was 12:35 by Tyler Taheda. Okay? Then if we go into the 10-mile course, the best time was Corey Williams, who rode the elite category with 20 minutes flat. Second best time was Oscar Tiros that did 21 minutes 22 seconds. The third best time would be Eric Truck, which is an under 23 rider. He did 21 minutes and 36 seconds. The fourth best time would be Jivin Gonzalez. He did 21 minutes and 54 seconds, also under 23. And the fifth best time would be Mr. Goran Gabriel, also under 23 rider, that did 22 minutes and 1 second. Those would be your top 5. Okay?
Excellent. Congratulations goes out to all those guys for riding a pretty impressive individual time trial. As you quite know, a time trialist yourself, Biz, it's not an easy race.
No, it is a truth.
No, time trial is a discipline that you inflict pain, and you inflict pain to you by you. Usually in a road race, it's other guys or other athletes, I should say, because it goes for both men and women, inflict pain on each other. However, in a time trial, it's you and you alone. So it's yourself inflicting pain on yourselves, no?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I have a question for Bis.
Yeah, sure. Andrew has a question.
Yeah, Bis, the fans and cyclists made a question why would the chip won't be used? They said the chip might be more accurate. I mean, maybe you could just explain to the fans, because a lot of people were asking and they say they believe that the chip was for the time trial, that the race were really supposed to use a chip because they could have got the result immediately instead of have to tally thing after 8 hours. And so it's just a concern of fans, and they ask why. So maybe you could explain.
Well, I can explain a couple of things. I think the chip could be used, but however, you have to understand that the chip is not. I mean, everybody says the chip it will give you a quicker response. However, the problem with the chip is exactly where the chip is located on each bike, right? And in the bike race, it's as your wheel touches the line, that is when your time starts, and when it touches the finish line, that is when your time ends. However, the chip is going to be, it can't be mounted on your tire, so therefore it will be behind, and the chip has a buffer, right? And there's what you'd say an algorithm that calculates, because the line, you have the line or the wire, I should say, the physical wire that they laid out, that wire is in the middle, is on our line. However, that wire is used to calculate when, like within, I'm not exactly sure on the exact feet, within like, let's use 3 feet, right? And that calculates when that rider passes the line. It's not an accurate thing. So if you ever watch international racing, you see that when they have a photo finish, it is the bike that touches the wire. They will not use the timer. However, the timer is more, like you said, is more speedy in giving results, because usually it is within half a second of each other, right? Of the actual visual and the where the chip would be. You would say it's within a half a second or even less, right? However, the point being is the commissaire that runs the race is the man, he determines the official winner, right? And that is why. Now, the reason for it taking late, or whatever you want to say, it took a little while before we got the results, that I would say falls on the lead commissaire, no? he has to verify and cross-verify and then put out the results, no?
With that being said, in your opinion, would it be more beneficial here in Belize, the way it's set up, to use the timing chips for these individual time trial races, or to use the handheld stopwatch like they did on Sunday? What's your opinion on that?
I think they should have used both. The timing chip cannot be your official, but the timing chip will give a time for each rider, right? And it's supposed to could match up to the stopwatch. To me, it's just like with the because with us and internationally, you have an official that stands on the line and says who is the winner, right? He reads. However, he also has a backup, which is the camera. And if the thing is that close, you go to the photos, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's always good to have a minimum of two tracking devices, as you would want to see, So to me, we should have had the stopwatch and the
Mm-hmm.
chip.
And
However, the chip cannot be the official.
Yeah.
It has to be a secondary to balance your.
And we've been doing a good job recently of using the timing chips. I was very, right, Andrew, I was very surprised that it wasn't there. That was kind of one of my, things that stood out to me.
Well, I watch international event. I watch a Tour de France, and when anybody come in, they probably use some kind of electronic gadget or whatever. Because how could they give the time and say, okay, then they show you as they pass a line, they either the red or either the green. You understand? So, what kind of system they use then if they don't use on chip base? Because
they are using
GPS.
They are using a GPS system.
GPS, okay.
And usually that only gives you an estimate. It still comes back to the official that stands there and says, this is the time and this is the thing, right? Because remember with the GPS and with the chip, it doesn't start until you pass through the field. It's like a magnetic field, really. So you pass through the thing, then it triggers. And it's the same thing when you pass the finish line. But the official way of marking is as you pass the line, the stopwatch starts, and as you pass, as your tire touches the line, it finishes. It's the same thing with when you watch the photo finish. It's not who passes the line first. It's which tire touches the line first, right? Mm-hmm. It's the same thing.
Yeah, and that's like, I think what you're explaining is, for example, for close finishes where the timing chip or the GPS tracking can't determine who the clear winner is, then you'd go to a photo finish, or you'd go to the line, whatever the camera that's on the line.
I'll be honest with you, I was not there, so I will not say that it was. We know that the chip was not used.
Correct. Yeah.
However, I am assuming, I cannot verify or disqualify that they didn't use a camera at the finish line. So that part would have to come from the commissaire of the race.
Yeah. So.
But the actual stopwatch is the official timing device used and on the event.
But I think all three of us here are in agreement that in conjunction the timing chip would have been a great asset for that race.
Definitely, I would definitely say it could have helped speed up the process. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It would have helped speeding up the process. However, it was not used, and like I said, and we have to get to understanding too that even like when me and Andrew or yourself or whoever announces races, we watch the race and then we see that John Brown passed first and we said John Brown win the race. However, I must give Andrew's kudos, because most of the time he always mentions That's an unofficial winner. Because technically, a race is not complete until the commissaire
Mixed up.
signed off on the results and hands in the results to the federation.
Yeah. So like I said, I think the consensus thing here is that all three of us believes that in our opinion, that the timing chip would have added an additional layer.
Definitely.
Yeah, of accuracy, if you want to use that word, to the
I would use the word accuracy. I said it would have helped with the speed of the results coming out.
Oh.
Because, like I said, we cannot use the exact chip time as the winning time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I would use the word accuracy. It would have helped in assisting the results coming out.
Excellent. All right, cool. And folks, if you guys were listening to the results, we did not give results for the youth category, because that result is yet to be official. So that's not an official result yet, based on my conversation with the chairman of the CFB. I had a conversation with him last night.
With the president.
Or I'm sorry, with the president of the CFB. I had a conversation with him last night. Thanks for that correction, Steve. And he asked me to hold off on announcing that winner, because the result has not been finalized yet. So for folks that are listening, that's what we're reporting here.
And I also must notify people of a couple things too. The official results that go to UCI that will be posted on the UCI website is only for elite and junior.
Correct.
Because UCI
And masters.
No, UCI does not recognize a master's division.
Really?
They allow people to be called masters because of the age, but they don't recognize. If you go on the website, and I will send you something right now, Mr. Wade. For example, they will say they are showing that the road championship
Corey Williams.
will be held on the 30th. It will only be the junior male elite individual road race. The junior, let me correct it. It says, let me give you the exact wording of what is said on the website. The website says on the 30th of June 2024, Belize will be having the men elite individual road race, the men junior individual road race, and the women elite individual road race, and the women junior individual road race. They don't have anything for masters.
No
Alright.
no U23 either, huh?
Nope. That's the way they do it. Junior and elite. That's what is registered. I am going to send you this picture as we speak. That way, if you can, I don't know if you will be able to put that up on your screen. And that is off the official UCI web page. Anybody can look it up and it will show that.
Well, basically, I have a question. Well, why Cycling Federation will have the event? Then they should scrap those events. Then if they don't, acknowledge the U23, the Masters, the
Well,
youth.
you see, Andrew, what they do is because you are developing and you want to promote it, that is where you are going, no? And that is how it is, how you does it, no?
But the U23 the U23 is recognized.
U23 and the Masters is a national recognition within the country.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because it's just like, for example, we have the cross country classic, right? And you would hear we are having a prize for the first Belizean, right? It's the same thing. You're only giving recognition to your individual. I am going to I know I think it's the tour of it's either one of the big tours. It's either Spain or Italy. They usually have a jersey for their countries, their home countries, rider that is participating. For the best rider, let's say that I'm not sure which one of the big tours it is, but we're just going to use, for example, let's say Spain. The first Spaniard in the highest, that is in the highest position, he could be leading or he could be in 15th place, it doesn't matter. There's a jersey that he wears to differentiate so that people can realize he's the best Spaniard riding, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a individual jersey for that country.
I am surprised, Bis, that they don't recognize the U23. The UCI does not recognize the U23 as an international category because it's listed on their website. So
What they do,
requirements.
no, listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
What they do, because and this is where it becomes technical, right? If you see the picture that I sent you, they are saying that these are the national races that will be held in Belize on the 30th. Now, UCI does have an under 23 race, a world championship under 23 race that they use, right?
Gotcha.
They have their under 23. However, their biggest what you say, prestigious event is the World Championship itself.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, let's say Tadej Pogacar and let's use, I think what's his name was under 23 the other day that he was riding.
Remco won the under 23 before, I believe.
Right, but some of them like Tadej Pogacar did not ride the under 23. He rode the national, the big one, because they only I don't want to say because they have an event. So, but the most prestigious event is the world champion, the elite world champion, right?
Gotcha.
So you could be under 23, and if you feel like you can win that world championship, you ride that. It's not because you're 23 years old. You could ride the under 23 and then go ahead and ride the other one. You only can choose one category to ride.
Absolutely. So that's the difference than the nationals. Again, the nationals, a country's national event, you can only do the category that you qualify for.
That is the way.
As opposed to the world championship that you can actually ride up.
Yeah.
Excellent.
In Belize, if you pull your license right now and you show it on TV, what does your license say?
Mine is ME.
And what does that mean?
So that'd be men's elite.
Right. And how old are you, Mr. Wade? I'm not trying to put your age out there.
That's okay. I'm very proud of my age, Rabis. I just turned 50 last month.
How come your license doesn't say male elite masters, right? You understand?
Correct.
You are a male elite because you have ridden and you have chosen to ride male elite. You can choose to be a male elite master, and then when you go into those master races, you would fall under the master. You would ride under the masters category unless you specify on your registration form that you're riding as an elite rider. Because an elite rider is anybody can be an elite rider, you know. If you don't want to be a youth rider, you could go and ride up, but you can't ride down.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't ride when you 24, you can't go ride 23 under 23.
All right.
When you understand?
Yeah.
But you could ride elite.
Yeah.
And you could be, as you are 50 years old and still ride elite. And that is the point, right?
Yeah. Got it. So, Bis, we don't want to go too far down that don't let route, because that can lead into a lot of
I'm
conversation.
just telling you the way that, and I'm showing you that the thing with the elite and the individual part, that
Sure.
is what is on the web page for UCI.
Sure.
They're saying that on Sunday, Belize is having, what does it say on the picture, Mr. William, that I said, John?
A national individual road race for men's elite, for juniors, for female elite, and female junior.
Right, so that is the four categories
Yeah.
that we have. According to the UCI, that's what we are having.
Yeah. Andrew has a burning question, I believe.
Shoot, Andrew.
No?
No.
Okay, good. I do that facial
Expression, no.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
But I do actually. Yeah. So the individual time trial is behind us. What I want to do is ask you a couple of questions.
Sure.
Based on what you have seen, the takeaways from that, what do you believe, in your opinion, went really well? What do you believe that we can improve on for next year? Because we always want to recognize the hard work of people, right? That when they're doing something great, we want to point that out. Also want to look at things maybe where we can improve as well. So give us your two takes there. The one, things that went well that you believe Sunday, and things that we can improve on.
Okay, the first thing I would want to say about Sunday, I was pleasantly, and I will say it again, pleasantly surprised about the turnout. I didn't expect to have about 40 participants in this event, because this is an event that we don't have any races for during the regular year. So yeah, I was very, very, very pleased with the turnout of participants. And looking at the times are very solid times for the event. You look at Corey Williams did 20 minutes for 10 miles. That's just about
30 miles an hour.
About 30 miles an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Jalen Briseño did 11 minutes and 47 seconds. That would put him at what? About 10 minutes would be 30 miles an hour, so you would put him at about
27?
27, 28 miles an hour.
Yeah, 27.3-ish, something like that.
Somewhere around there. So I mean, that is sometimes. Then you look at Mr. the master rider, Mr. Liam Stewart. He did 22 minutes and 40 seconds. that means he did somewhere around 27 miles an hour too.
Exactly.
So, and then we have to look at this, right? I know Mr. Williams had one of the tougher ends of time trial bikes. I think Mr. Briseño had a quite a decent time trial bike, and Liam Stewart had a pretty much decent time trial bike too. So these are things that we have to look at and say, you know, if we spend some more time that like we had discussed last week in having more of these events, I think this is an event that will build our cyclists, and not only to do time trials itself, but to build them on their overall abilities, as we would say, they are building their engine, so that they can really, you know, because Belize, we have to start changing our style of racing, in my opinion. And let me clarify this. This is my opinion. I think that we like to wait for sprints. Meanwhile, races now, most international races and so on, the race is a solid tempo most of the time. and then you sprint if there is need for a sprint. No, so that would be the thing. What you'd say, the things that we need to work on. The first thing I would say we need to work on is our ability to commissaire or to judge the event in the essence, like we have all agreed on, that we did take quite a while before the results were done. So I think there's definitely big grounds for us to improve that. I know that we started the event not using the ramp.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that, because I thought that was an oversight by the federation and the commissaire. I really think that the ramp should have been used, because in every international event, Andrew, and you can attest to this, every international event a ramp is used, right? So
yes, and we do have a ramp.
And we do have a ramp, and we've used it before. But my understanding, is that you guys are not comfortable using the ramp, and that's the reason why we don't use the ramp, which, in my opinion, is not a valid excuse. So,
No, I have the answer for it.
My report to me that I got was, and I did see the ramp out at the event, so I know the ramp was there.
Okay.
But my understanding is the ramp arrived a little late.
Okay.
So it wouldn't have been fair to.
Gotcha. Okay.
That
So-
is my understanding.
So that makes sense.
And let me clarify this right away. I did not get that from the commissaire. I have had no communication with the commissaire to get an official result of why it wasn't done, but I know that is a report I received, that the ramp did arrive out there, but the races had started, and I know the races started on using the speed bumper pedestrian crossing.
Andrew said he can confirm.
Right.
Andrew,
So
I know.
why was the ramp not used?
Because the vehicle maker to run out of gas. So you know something.
Oh.
The federation have to tighten up the belt. They weren't prepared. So and
well, say Andrew, and this is what I'm saying, right? The federation, and I'm not defending anybody. The federation needs to take a little responsibility.
exactly, they do.
However, you can't blame the federation if somebody run out of gas. The person that they drive the vehicles pulled,
Is a member of the Cycling Federation.
Not a gas man.
Wait,
So-
no. The guy that's driving the vehicle, the person driving the vehicle is a member of the federation.
Make sure you have gas in anything now. It's federation responsibility to go and verify that.
No, but the person driving the vehicle is a member of the federation.
Yes, but however, they're not the federation responsibility to go and check that the truck that gas.
But did the federation provide the driver? And this is just comical. Yeah, did the federation provide the driver with adequate fuel funds?
I would have hoped so.
But anyways, it's a laughing matter base. We're not going to argue that point. But the point is, hold on one second. The point is, that's not a valid excuse. Whatever the reasoning is, it's not a valid excuse why the ramp, because we should have prepared in advance. And again, we're not bashing anyone here. But what we're saying is we need to do better and plan ahead and be this is a big event. This is not just a small race. We're having like a platinum race on a Sunday, right? This is a national championship where guys have been preparing for months, hopefully, to ride a time trial race, and these things like the ramp and different things, timing chips and different things should be, these should be an issue. Go ahead, Biss.
Like I said, right? And I'm not taking up for anybody or blaming anybody. I'm just saying, just like in life itself,
Things happen.
Everybody has to look in the mirror and realize change, and everything that happens starting within ourselves. So the federation did their part. However, they should have followed up from early and said, we have to make sure that the ramp is there in position at least half an hour before the event starts.
I would say an hour. I would say an hour.
That X amount of time before the thing starts.
Right.
And the person that is supposed to be bringing it in a vehicle, because I don't know, like I said, I know it got there late. Andrew said the man run out of gas. I don't know for a fact. Maybe the man had a mechanical, right? There's instances that things can come up. However, if we are preparing, I should say, if we are preparing ourselves, we should allow in the event of, right? That we should have known ahead of time, boy, the vehicle broke down and we have to get somebody there. Like you said, if we had a half an hour, whatever time we were using,
Sure.
we should have known that.
Yeah.
So that part is there. But
So
like I said,
yeah. Got it, miss.
we're not dividing.
Yeah.
We're not hammering nobody, or we're not giving excuses,
Yeah,
right? Putting it out.
Absolutely, Bish. So what we're just pointing out things that should be done better, and I love that. That's what we're doing. So next year, hopefully, Federation is listening. Just be a little bit more prepared, be a little bit more attentive to things like these, and moving forward. Andrew, myself, you, the listening public, all we want is an event or events to be run fluidly and to be run with a level of standard that somewhat mimics international standards, right? So the guys are used to this. When they get out there, it's the same thing. They're ready to go. They've seen it locally. They will see it now internationally. Nothing is new to them. We talk about the jig, we talk about the ramp, we talk about the course, perhaps. Making sure that we get to that international standard as far as the length of the course. This we are rapidly running out of time. It's always fun talking to you, but I don't want to leave just yet. Let's quickly talk about the National Road Race. Can you just give us a rundown of what to expect this Sunday, and then let's keep it nice, short and sweet, and then we'll have to take a break, right, Andrew, after that. Sounds good?
Sure. Like I said, the National Road Race will be happening on Sunday. The event will start in Siltgrass, and it will head onto the Hummingbird Highway up to the Belmopan roundabout, make a left on the George Price Highway going towards San Ignacio, go across the main Lomalus Boulevard across the bridge, and they will do, I don't want to specify because for some reason I lost my paper that has the amount of laps. I think it's 3, but don't hold me to that. You can verify.
I said 3.
Yeah. Andrew said it was confirmed 3 laps.
3 laps on the boulevard for the National Road Championship. The juniors and the females are coming from the Blue Hole, and they are coming up. That is the road, the same road, no, but they're starting at the Blue Hole.
Excellent.
And that event, if I am right, I think Mr. Andrew Ardonis himself will be doing the broadcast, Andrew.
Well, like I said, the fans have to thank Miss Debs because that it's my 40th wedding anniversary, and I'm supposed to do no string at all. Yes, man, thanks. But I have a very understanding wife, and I say, Andrew, I know you love that. I know the fans look forward to it. So we are working something with the Cycling Federation, Mr. Glenn Flowers, and definitely want to.
So the man say get a hall pass. Best.
Well, I know Miss Debs will always look out for him, and it's great to hear that you all are celebrating such a
milestone,
glorious number
Yeah.
party, and I hope and wish from the Cycling Federation, and especially from myself and my wife, many more to come here, Andrew.
Thank you, Miss.
Excellent.
Appreciate it.
And this in this race on Sunday, the same jerseys will be awarded, which would be your elite National Road Champion, your Masters, national road champion. You're under 23 national road champion, women and junior. Is that correct?
Correct. And you get the winner gets the gold medal and the jersey. The second place in each category gets the silver. Third place gets the bronze medal.
Excellent.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then I think that's it. I don't know if y'all will want to speak to me again this week to go over, but
Absolutely.
Whenever y'all have any questions that I can help y'all with, like I said, I will give you the best all the information that I have, and I will, when I'm talking on my opinion, I will make sure to specify it's my opinion and my opinion alone. So with that, I will, unless you all have any other questions for me, I will say...
Andrew, any questions?
Oh, good.
No. I think, yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I think we're good. As always, you do a nice job, and then of course we'll hold you hostage for another week because we want to review next week's results, and coming from you, it's going to be official. So we want to make sure that we grab you on the phone again, if that's okay, obviously with you.
Definitely, and as usual, before I leave, I must thank my support crew, my lovely wife Donna Bissett, and my lovely daughter Christina, for always giving me the free time, like, oh, and you get, what do you call it? Hall pass?
Hall pass, great.
I have to get my hall pass, so, like again, Andrew, congratulations to you and Miss Debs.
Thank you.
Give her a hug and kiss for me.
Okay.
Just a hug and kiss, Andrew. Don't get
Oh.
all the best, fellas.
All right.
Excellent.
Thanks, Vince. Thanks again.
Have a good night, guys. Take care.
All right, I see y'all next week.
Bye.
All right. So, folks, heard from Mr. Stephen Bissett. Give us the full bill and receipt. So,
Good stuff. Good
yeah,
stuff.
we need those clarifications. So that's great. This we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we have to give away a prize, and we have and I need to ask you for some prediction too.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Let's do it.
Yep. So we take a short break, and when we come back, giveaway time.
This is a Soul Fire production.
As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live we turn on SOS. I sit and watch as the wheel turns. My bike is where I get my thrill. Up and down, riding through the hills. I have no fear as I climb and change my gear. Through the valley so steep, now we on the street. Yeah. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live we turn on SOS.
We are back.
Yes.
Z?
As promised, an
Yes.
exciting show.
Yep. And this time for the prize giveaways.
Yes.
And so maybe I'll make you say the first prize, the first question, and what is being given away.
Absolutely. So I know this is our viewers probably famous, most popular segment in the show, right? So we got 4 questions again. Thanks to Mr. Elston Wade Junior, for providing these questions for us. Number one, we are giving away courtesy of Sancas and Tahisha or
Tahisha
Tahisha Estrada.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. Name the female cyclist who has won the female cross-country race 5 times, guys. A 5-time winner. The only 5-time winner of the female cross-country race.
When you see bag of goodies
Yes.
from Sancas, big up Sancas and Tahisha Estrada.
I just took a little peep in there. Some real goodies in there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to give away the
No,
secret.
no.
You know, it's like going on a blind date.
Yeah. So
So again, guys, name the female cyclist, the only female cyclist in the history of the female cross country that has won that race 5 times.
times.
I even, oh man.
And the winner is
So everything is
The
up.
winner is Fernando Rosado.
Not only more Fernando Rosado. He not only a good cyclist, but he could answer questions. I think he won one in the last week, so he have two for pick up the shot.
Why?
So
Fernando, the man.
that's two goodies to pick up, 2 bag.
That kid is a cycling historian as well, right?
Yeah.
Shalini Zabane, shout out to Shalini Zabane, wife of Roger Troyer.
Right, yeah.
Great cyclist family, right? Roger's been the national road champion, I believe, as well.
I think so, yeah. I think so, yeah.
So we must mention that with the road race coming up in his neck of the woods too, starting
Yeah.
there. But 5 times to win that, wow,
Yeah.
impressive.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Folks, the second prize on beautiful slippers. Man, this is beautiful from Jacksonville supporter. The Jacksonville supporter. Read out the question right now. So, name the female cyclist who has won the female cross-country race 3 times. Name the female cyclists who have won the female cross-country 3 times. And you win this beautiful slippers. I could have used this boy.
Yes, I know.
From Jacksonville supporter.
Okay.
Always supporting cycling. Man visit me at the bike shop. Chit chat the man say, come take a little ride someday in the future. Tell her, just shout me up, but please don't ride left me. Because the man look like he fit.
So you didn't want his name to be called?
No, he not using the name.
Okay,
He's
Jacksonville
just Jacksonville supporter. Yeah, we go by Jacksonville
Ring the
supporter.
bell.
Ring the bell already.
Amazing Cookie YT.
Amazing Cookie YT. Kaya Katus, that's it.
Yes.
Amazing Cookie YT.
Kaya Katus, another fantastic cyclist in her own rights. 3-time winner of the female cross country.
We ask the fans then, please come pick up on the prize. Don't left it there for long. I have to put the name up on the thing because me I forget after a time the bag there, you know, the prize and left there. We up in our wine.
Right.
We drink wine. So,
I write down Amazing Cookie YT as name too. So
yes, so I don't know who. So I know no.
But I believe she won a prize before.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah, you won that prize before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing Cookie
So-
YT.
But you might have to put a time limit on those.
Not too bad. I must have to do that. Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Within 2 weeks, guys. Question number 3.
Question number 3, and watch this. A beautiful.
What are we giving away?
Right? But I send a message in between that question because last time Kaya name and then for the previous one I can make a mix up, so I can send a question so I could clearly say
Okay.
the difference between that one. Yeah.
Sure.
Right now, guys, sorry about it. Take up the time for the question. Just a minute here.
No, I don't want to win this.
Why this one?
Nice.
You know what? I also have to remember the spot.
Yeah.
You know. Alright, Shanhat, I'm the last person to answer. So go to Sean then.
All right.
Ready?
So now this beautiful prize. This nice
Yes.
what I say? 50 hours. Cool for 50 hours.
Wow.
This prize has been given by a great fan of ours,
Yeah.
Miss Carolyn Dawson.
The one is cool for 50 hours, hot for 10 hours.
Yeah.
Ranger. It's called a Ranger Flip Plus. Towel. Wow, this is amazing. Nice.
Miss Carol, I don't want to give us a prize, man. I can find something else and give it and hold on to this battle.
No, they're gonna send custom ones for us.
All right, good.
As the wheels turn, right?
But pick up yourself, Miss Carolyn Dawson. She
Yes.
always support the show. Last week she helped with Lazana we get, right?
Oh, really?
Yes, man.
Oh,
Yes,
thanks.
nice guy, and she gave prize last week. But this is a beautiful battle. Whoever get this battle, will sell me or who give me. So D, you ask the question.
Yes, question number 3, again furnished by Elston Wade Jr. Name the only 2 siblings who have podiumed in female cross-country races. Wow, this is another good question. The only 2 siblings who have both podiumed in female cross-country races. And the answer is very popular.
I just put up that because that way what YT said about
Mhm.
their stuff.
Okay,
So
someone
leave the slides to someone who needs it.
Okay, well, you have to fit the person, so they have to be like Cinderella. So that somebody have to shop at the bike shop.
Yeah.
Hopefully, a cyclist, when I give a cyclist who I shop at the bike shop where he could fit. We're taking a picture. The reason after races, they like put on
They
it.
forgot the full name there, just first name, just last
Maybe just first name and last name, yeah. Just
Just first name and last name.
yeah, not just first name. You could have, and well, of course, they have to send a title, though.
Yeah. No, I mean, just basically just like how it's listed there, but it doesn't have to be in that order on the answers. So the only 2 siblings.
Alright, there we go. Ring the bell.
Got it?
The reason, sorry, another person then, that this person get first, Khadija. God knows that he put Lovell, now he put that, so I never know.
Yeah. You have to have the first name. Gina and the answers are Gina and Gabriel Lovell.
Yeah, those are the 2 sisters.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I didn't edit this.
And it looks like Gina is still riding, but Gabriel, I don't think she rides anymore.
Yes, Gabriel ride.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Gabriel ride.
Okay.
Gabriel take part in
nice.
the which race they had? The Levy race, I think the Levy race. One race she took part in.
All right, guys. We're looking forward to seeing you in the River Valley on August 18th. Gina and Gabriel.
Yes, man, come
So
on.
yes, pull up. Let's get back in this cycling thing.
Kedisha, you win too much prize, so hold on to this. Give a water bottle. But pick up your prize. Beautiful prize, man. And the last, the Bolido.
Your favorite?
Yes, Bolido, the fans' favorite too.
Your favorite?
I
And
get that one.
I think Mr. Shibu and Aaron favorite as well.
Yeah.
He was asking for Bolido, so this is because of you we brought this back.
A nice cap.
Yes.
Jacksonville supporter again. Jacksonville supporter. Nice. This is like what? Like leather light?
Nice.
Nice cap. So
Okay.
Jacksonville supporter. And the last thing, Bolido, and the answer lies between 30 and 55.
That's
The
an
answer
easy one.
lies between 30 and 55. And you win this beautiful cap by Jacksonville supporter.
Bolido.
Okay, ring a bell. Quick thing.
Right.
Blues clues.
We're right on time, Andrew.
Yep, right on time. But we say we want to do a quickly prediction.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all right. So, folks, between 30 and 55, you win that beautiful cap. It's a Jacksonville supporter.
The match going fast. I have a winner.
You have a winner?
Winner.
Ring the bell. Okay, Fatty is, and the reason why I use Fatty, it's me and my wife, Fatty.
Has something to do with Sunday.
Right, exactly. So that's why, use too. So, congratulations.
Congratulations again to you, Andrew, and Miss Debs.
To all, buy yellow jersey. By the way, I think I'll wear this jersey and take a ride the road.
Should. You should.
Yeah, D-Wade, just before we leave, we want to thank each and all of the people who give the prizes and the people who win the prizes. Without them, that only excitement, only flair to the show.
Yeah.
But we want to do a prediction, a quickly prediction about Sunday's upcoming road championship in all categories. Give me your pick for the. We can start out with the we say what, junior.
My pick would be Jillian Briseño. We'll double up on that, I believe, unless there is a mechanical or some other issue, or unless he rides for a teammate. But I believe that Jillian will be the junior national road champion.
So the man double dip. Well, I had Jillian also too.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we move on to the The what? U23. But they had 4 categories. I say.
Yeah.
You
So
have
you have
junior.
you have male junior, you have female junior.
All right. So female junior.
Female junior probably Maya.
Maya. Okay. All right.
Because Irene Baki is youth,
Youth. Okay.
so it'd be Maya.
All right. Okay.
Maya Bennett.
Well, I think Maya was the only junior.
Well, they've got other juniors out there,
Okay,
but,
that
but I
juniors.
believe Maya would
Maya.
probably be
Okay.
the female junior. Then for the
You too.
female elite,
Female.
that wouldn't be Kaya because Kaya would be masters, right? Female masters.
Yeah. But they may say no master. So.
Okay,
you have to-
well, Kaya definitely would not. Yeah, my pick would be Kaya. U23. U23 would be an interesting race. I think on the road race I'm going with JION Gonzalez.
But you pick the same people I picked too.
Great minds think
Yeah,
alike.
yeah. But that'll be exciting though.
That'll be exciting.
That'll be exciting. Yeah.
Right? It all depends how G Flow can rise that race
Yeah.
because I feel like Dirk Chavarria Jr. can win. JION.
But will they continue the throat or they will ride us?
That's kind of what I'm saying. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
JION is the defending U23 road champion, right?
Right.
So I don't know. But I'm going with JION.
Okay.
I think he's riding pretty well. And
In the elite category.
yes, in the elite category, that's going to be a very challenging race. But in the end, I think Corey Williams came here to
defend his
defend
title.
his title. Not only that, but I think he wanted the
double?
Double.
Okay.
I think he wanted to double.
Yeah.
I see a lot of the other guys that race, in the U.S. and represent other countries. They kind of tend to go for that double. That's quite a prestigious thing, right? TT and the road race. So I am giving it to Corey. Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was going to come, and that's why I didn't pick him. I think in that as my favorite. I gave it to Oscar in the ITT. But Oscar was second. But I think it's going to be a tough race because that course is very challenging.
It will be.
Yeah. What is your prediction?
Well, I think Corey have a work cut out for him. He's the defending champ and he's here to repeat. But I think I don't know, for some reason I like Carlton.
Okay.
Yeah. For some reason.
That would be a fun pick.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Carlton would be he's definitely going in
I
as an
don't know.
underdog, but I would.
I don't know what kind of trick Oscar have up, but I know
Yeah.
Oscar have been off the bike and I'm not saying right up to par. We chat, so I know that he's not. Yeah, so that's the reason why I said Carlton.
If this road champion was a month ago, I would have given it to Carlton. But I think Carlton peak and perhaps may have been coming down a bit. Is my opinion. I think perhaps in August or so he'll be back up. Like for my race, he'll be riding pretty strong again. But I think he peaked and then he kind of dropped, and that's normal, right? I mean you can't peak forever. Cycling is peak and valley, so
Yeah.
I don't think again. I love to surprise me like he did in the cross country.
Right.
So you never know, right? He's a very good rider. I'm not taking anything away from him, but I just think that Corey may have the edge. And one of the things that why I think that Corey is here to win is that they've been down there all week.
Okay, right.
City River said they've been staying at an Airbnb in City River all week
And checking out the course,
yes,
riding.
doing their recon and preparing rigorously for this event.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. But again, it's a long race and the terrain is challenging, so things can happen.
Yep.
Yeah. I also wanted to say, Andrew, if we have a few minutes here, I wanted to say this publicly, and I hope these guys are listening. First and foremost, I hope. What's that?
I'll stand pick Carlton too.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I know I'll stand like Carlton quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope the Williams brothers and their dad and mom, they're listening to the show tonight. On behalf of the Belizeans, I want to say that I'd like to apologize to them how they've been treated in the past, right? I think that we have not done a good job receiving those two young men as ours, and I've seen comments up to as recently as this week, saying that we're bringing in guys to win our national championships, and I cannot support that because myself, I have two kids who were born in the U.S. and they were born to Belizean parents, and they consider Belize a part of them just as they consider the U.S. a part of them as well. So I know they've been mistreated, those individuals, and I think what's lost. So again, I just feel. I mean, this is my opinion, and this is me following cycling, following their journey as far as what they're trying to do in the sport, and I just want to apologize the way to them the way they've been treated historically by the locals. Me personally, I love and I admire what they've done for cycling, what they've done for cycling internationally, and not only in the U.S. but globally, Andrew. These guys with the creation of Legion, with the creation of Williams developmental team, with the creation of the Blazers, with the creation of the Aviators, and everything else that they're doing around cycling. Cycling as a sport is not easy, and
not cheap also.
Exactly. And for minorities, it's even more difficult, right? Tenfold. And for these guys to be blazing a trail and being leaders in a sport that historically does not quite look like what they are, and to be able to have the impact, like I said, not only in the U.S. but globally, because I follow them quite a bit. I follow their story from before they even started Legion, when they used to ride for different teams. Corey used to ride for Elevate, then there was Cannondale once, Silence. I've been following them for quite some time, and what they've done and the amount of work that they've done to build out their program where it's at, and having the ability now and the opportunity now to give back. For example, they're directly involved with Oscar in giving him an opportunity to be a professional cyclist, and a couple more guys on the horizon, which would be Javin Gonzalez. He's up next. Derek Chavarria is up next, and hopefully Jalen Briseño is up next as well. So again, in my opinion, I think they've not been received well from a local perspective, and I just hope that we leave that alone. These these kids are Belizeans. There's no denying that. They're definitely Belizeans. Their father and their mother are Belizeans. Let's just embrace them, and let's just raise our level as local born Belizeans here. Let's raise our level, that and be thankful that these folks are bringing in a different dynamic to cycling, making the sport more competitive, and that's kind of my take on it. But I felt obligated to say that. Obviously, it might not be. Some people are gonna have their own opinions, but that's kind of my opinion. And what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I noticed the whole Caribbean, the guys who represent Grenada,
Absolutely.
in the UK. But what I could clearly remember, I mean, when Justin first come and ride a junior cross country, he abandoned. He cried to his dad and telling him that this is crazy. But I have to give the family kudos. I have to give Kaliman. He's a harsh guy, but that's him, and that's how he built those kids. He drove them all over the place. So you have to. I mean, people and be people. People don't like you for being good. I mean, they don't like you when you're bad, but even when you be good, people are start to not like you. But they have put in the work. They made themselves. I mean, and I said I have respect when I say Kaleman and Miss Des. They put in a lot of work for those kids. So what they put in, you get out.
Absolutely.
And it's not give you one platter. The hard work. And I just ask people, continue. Everybody you have to have a dream. You have to be like Martin Luther. You have to have a dream. Watch how awesome Oscar. When I say Oscar come up, I say Oscar can be a cross-country champion. When he was a junior, I said Oscar can be a cross-country champion. I say young Jalen, I said Jalen can be a cross-country champion someday. He'd have done a junior cross-country champion. And say Oscar junior cross-country champion. And now the big whole such a cross-country champion. But when you talk to the guys, the work when they put in, sometimes when people bombard them and you know, people be rude, it kind of demoralize them, and somebody say, does this make sense? And that's the reason why some riders, or at least on a whole, because we're not talking only about cycling, they pull away from certain sports because the negative, people could say some mean things. I mean, it's human, but once you get into something, you have to have rhino skin or whatever, because people will bombard you, and the youth for fault and say, hey, listen to me. If you make somebody control, if you make one individual control your feeling or your dream, then they got control over you. You can't make them take you like a remote and do so. You show them, yes, you know, I will do my best and I will. So I definitely applaud the family. Yeah.
Would you agree with me that they could have been received better?
You know, they should and yes.
And hopefully that changed, because up until just recently with the winning at this time trial, they have not been received well.
You know how some of the local fans are gonna want it. I see somebody put up that they believe that the person who win the champion should be a local here. I actually, one of my good friends said, and I said, but I have to disagree with him. He's my very good friend, and I tell him, but. You know, and he's that's his feeling, and I can't vex him for that. That's how he feels. But all over the world, people that lives in the US, what happened? They get, how can I say? They're not first world country, so you know all the edges and that. But you have to give them respect, man. You have to give them respect.
Absolutely, 100%. Like I said, I thought it was something. I don't believe on any platform. You know, I've done a little research. I don't think at any platform it has been articulated like that. Where, like I said, I believe that historically, and this is going all the way back to you know 2012, 2013, 2014, 15. You know, when these guys were, you know, taking that beating. Oh, they're not Belizeans, and they shouldn't be, you know, riding this and that, and not a Belizean won the cross country. I mean, Justin is a two-time winner of the cross country. But I just kind of wanted to point that out and give them their due recognition. And I also want to extend an invitation to them. I think this trip is going to be tight because they're leaving the Monday morning after the race. Okay. But perhaps when they return, because I spoke with Kaliman today, and he told me that they're returning to take another stab at the Creme Classic. Okay. Yes, so Creme Classic 2025. I don't think those guys like that. That finish this year. Okay. So I think they're coming back to defend that. But I want to extend, you know, Justin, if you guys are listening, Justin, Corey, and Kalman and team, I want you guys to be on the show with us, so we can highlight some of the positive things you're doing, you know, in cycling. Like I said, globally, not just in the U.S. or not just in Belize, globally, and perhaps at some point, you know, when racing is done. We'd love to talk a little bit more about, you know, a bigger plan for Belize as well, right? Because obviously you guys have the platform. We've got some good athletes here in Belize, and I think that you know, we want to embrace you guys and embrace what you're doing, so you can help us out a little bit more. So that's kind of what I wanted to leave.
Yes, man.
Leave the viewers with tonight.
Yeah, the awesome topic there. So we're going to the end, but time fly by so quick. Yes. Now it's time to go eat up some food. So you say your closing words.
Yep. Again, Andrew, thanks a lot for giving us this platform. Thanks to all our viewers who always tune in religiously on a Thursday night at 7:30. Thanks to all the supporters of the bike shop and the supporters of this club. Of this show who donates generously. I mean, I'm looking at tons of gifts, and every time you walk in, it's like Christmas again. I want to say a happy 40th anniversary to you, Andrew, and your lovely wife, Miss Debs, who's always been so kind to us and feed us well. Last week with that lasagna.
Yes, man.
I think she has us a little spoiled now. But the veggie lasagna, Miss Debs, was amazing. I enjoyed that. I had 2 servings. That was great. Thank you again. Like I said, thank you for giving us this platform. There's times when we have a lot to say, and hopefully, we're saying the right things. In order to promote the sport, in order to promote love. That's what we want to do. Whenever we talk, and I know you very well. I mean, whenever we speak, it's from a good place. It's not from a place of hate. It's not from a place of anything but how can we help the sport in general? How can we help people? And we just kind of want to continue that spirit. Thanks to Steve Bissett, who came on tonight and gave us a nice summary of the Nationals and his take on kind of what's going on. So with that, I'll say good night. Thank you again.
Yeah, man. Yeah, D well said. Just before I just finish, give my final words. I like tell fans, remember this is it's a sport. It's a sport, and you will have rivalry. You have fans that will ride with their particular family member or team, and so you have to give them the right. You can't, everybody can't ride with D-Wade, or everybody can't ride with Andrew, nobody can ride with, and so they will have their differences. But let's keep it nice. It's a sport.
Always respect.
And you will lose some, you win some, but you live to fight another day or ride another day, right?
Absolutely.
So that way we want to keep it clean. In my final words, I would like to thank each and all you fans who tune in, give your thoughts, support the show. The people give the prize, the people win the prize. The crew behind the scene, especially the Georgian one here tonight. The computer blew to smithereens, but the man get a spare one, was on backup. Thank you, D, for being on the show. Thank Mr. Bissett. Give us a lot of inside information from the Cycling Federation as a spokesperson. I want to thank my staff, my immediate family, and want to thank everybody, like who said always help the show. But last but not least, I want to thank my beautiful wife, put up with me for 40 years, D. 40 years, everybody, I just want to say this to couples and people involved in relationship, that it's never a smooth road. And how people behave. People will gossip. People will say things, and none of us are perfect. We are all sinners. We all commit sin. We never live a perfect life. It's never a smooth road. But for hanging there for 40 years, it's a long road. And I must say that my wife put up a lot with me. I'm a nice guy, but I'm a bad guy too, right? Not in bad guy, but my wife puts up a lot with me. She's my rock. She takes care of me. A lot of things where I tell people say, so serious. My wife puts up a lot with me. She makes sure that I'm well kept, well fed, and if I leave the house some kind of way, say, hey Andrew, don't do that. That not look good, this, whatever. So she keep me in check, and you need someone like that. You need someone behind you, and she have put up with me for so many years. So thank you again, my love. I appreciate you. With that said, good night. We'll have a great weekend. Thank you again. We're out.
As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live we turn.